And here is some great news. During this process, pain therapy options like massage, laser, e-stim, chiropractic adjustments, medication, supplements, injections, cupping, etc. These may all offer great ways to take the edge off while you work toward improving health and seeking long-term pain management strategies. These therapies can be seamlessly incorporated into a pain management plan, but they are merely adjuncts that may or may not have any effects depending on the individual. Also, keep in mind that many of the most popular pain management therapies do not outperform simply doing nothing over the long term. Therapies can be extremely useful if you value them and if they are administered appropriately. We should be honest with ourselves that we may never be able to completely abolish pain. It has been said that the best predictor of pain is a previous history of pain. So if pain is an inevitable human experience, then preparation and self-management are valuable. If we can entertain the realistic possibility that pain may never be completely prevented or cured, then we are free to embrace effective short-term remedies that may help us weather the storm while we prioritize and execute effective long-term strategies for reduction and a return to activity. Movement and exercise offer viable options to help us prepare for painful episodes by improving our health and making ourselves more robust. It does not appear that we currently have any universally effective short-term or long-term pain management options. Supplements, joint manipulations, soft tissue therapies, injections, medications, special exercises, and other therapies may not fix anything. When sold individually, most pain therapies are touted as addressing a root cause, often suggesting pain results from a singular source. For example, an injury that needs to heal, or a broken part that needs to be fixed, or a misalignment that needs to be corrected. We must be open to the reality that pain does not always have a singular root cause, and that pain does not necessarily mean that you are broken, out of alignment, or need to heal. If pain was that simple to treat, it would not be such a huge issue. Pain is complex. Complex problems require multifaceted approaches, and efforts to maintain or even improve health during this process should be paramount, if that's what you want. It is important to note that I am generalizing and not talking about specific joints or muscles. If you are suffering from pain and you want help, it may be valuable to seek guidance from a healthcare provider or coach who has experience working with your issue. Although there can be nuance when handling pain in different areas of the body, I believe that these recommendations will work well for most people dealing with joint or muscle pain in any region. My confidence stems from the focus on overall health, an emphasis on remaining active, and the desire to help people find effective ways to self-manage without the need for routine maintenance care. This approach positions a healthcare provider as a guide, not a mechanic. I love the driving instructor analogy. Since your driver's training course, how often have you needed instruction behind the wheel? A driving instructor teaches students not to need them. This analogy isn't perfect, but I think most people can appreciate the intent. It seems that this mentality could be beneficial when helping people struggling with pain, especially chronic pain. I have included some references in the description of this video. None of these papers provide a clear solution when it comes to pain management, and this list is by no means comprehensive, but it does begin to illustrate the general lack of consensus. I am not including any research on the health benefits of moving more. At this point, I believe it is common knowledge that movement is beneficial. It is recommended that we take 8,000 to 12,000 steps per day. It is also recommended that we resistance train 2 to 3 times per week. Cardio guidelines recommend a minimum of 150 minutes per week of moderate intensity activity, or a minimum of 75 minutes per week of vigorous intensity activity, or a combination of both. Aerobic activity should be spread out over 3 to 5 days per week. Of course, physical activity does not need to be regimented or organized in this manner. For example, many CrossFitters meet or exceed the guidelines through training sessions that combine strength training, muscular endurance, and cardio. You may also meet or exceed the guidelines through sports or recreational activities. For more information on physical activity guidelines, the American College of Sports Medicine is a great resource. Please comment on or like this video if you agree. If you don't agree, let me know why. Thanks for tuning in.